at a young age.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
How young were you?
Probably about 7, 8.
Fantasia Barrino became a household name after winning the third season of American Idol in the 2000s, skyrocketing to fame overnight. While her rise to stardom felt like a fairy tale, her journey has been far from smooth. Fantasia's life story includes its share of heartache and struggles. Despite her initial success, she faced some significant challenges along the way. So, let's dive into the remarkable transformation of Fantasia Barrino, exploring both the highs and lows of her incredible journey. Fantasia. Barrino discovered her gift for music as a little girl. Fantasia Barrino's journey to stardom began in a way that seemed almost destined. From a young age, she was surrounded by music and encouragement. Her father, Joseph Barrino, recognized her vocal talent early on and was a driving force in her musical upbringing. By the time she was just 5 years old, he was already having her perform at family gatherings, weddings, and even funerals. This early exposure to the stage helped Fantasia hone her skills and build her confidence. Growing up, music was a significant part of her life, especially in church, where both her mother and grandmother were ministers. It was in this nurturing environment that Fantasia's voice began to shine. One particularly memorable moment in her early life was when she was just 9 years old. During a church service, a woman was so moved by Fantasia's singing that she was brought to tears, telling the young girl that her performance had touched her deeply. Her mother, recognizing the extraordinary gift her daughter had, often reminded Fantasia that her talent was a divine blessing. Encouraged by this belief, Fantasia channeled her abilities into the family gospel group, the Barrino family. As a member of the group, she not only performed, but also contributed to 2 of their albums while she was still in school. Fantasia Barrino dropped out of high school. Fantasia Barrino's childhood was not an easy one. Although she saw early success in her career, going on tour with the Barrino family meant that she missed a lot of school, subsequently falling behind in her studies. Barrino told O, the Oprah magazine, that she suffered from low self-esteem and seemed so different from other kids. Barrino was also bullied growing up when other kids would make fun of her lips, which made her feel unattractive. She added that as a teenager she had this skinny little body with no shape, which couldn't have helped her sense of worthiness. Additionally, she faced trauma after being sexually misconducted by a fellow student in high school. With all those issues in mind, Barrino said, "Going back to school was hell," and she ended up dropping out of high school. Motherhood at 17. Things only got tougher for Fantasia Barrino after she dropped out of high school. Her boyfriend moved in with her but treated her poorly. Not long after, Fantasia became pregnant. "That's when everybody seemed to give up on me," she told O, the Oprah magazine. She explained that people had high expectations for her because of her singing talent, but after she became pregnant, many thought she was going nowhere. As she put it, "I'd lost myself." Struggling even before dropping out, Fantasia found it hard to secure a job. She admitted she wasn't good at counting and struggled with job applications because she wasn't a strong enough reader. She barely managed to get by with government assistance, but it wasn't enough to support both herself and her daughter, Zion. Fantasia resorted to shoplifting essentials like diapers and milk to make ends meet. "Living like that was hard," she said. As a single mom, Fantasia also helped her grandmother run a daycare. Although she wasn't paid, her grandmother gave her a little change to buy things for Zion, who resembled her mother closely. American Idol gave Fantasia Barrino her big break. When Fantasia Barrino's daughter was just 2 years old, she felt like she had hit rock bottom. "I had given up on myself," she confided to O, the Oprah magazine. However, her perspective shifted when she saw Ruben Studdard win American Idol. Inspired by his success, she decided to pursue her own dreams. With determination, she borrowed her brother's car, scraped together enough money for gas, and drove to the American Idol auditions in Atlanta. During the first round of auditions, Barrino made a strong impression. But when she arrived for the second round, she was dismayed to find that the doors were locked. Instead of giving up, she turned to prayer. As luck would have it, a security guard she had spoken with the day before found an American Idol assistant to let her in. "Out of more than 40,000 people, I was the last person to audition," Barrino recalled. Her persistence paid off. At just 19, Barrino won the competition, despite some speculation that her status as a single mother might hurt her chances. Instead of letting the negativity get to her, Barrino used it as motivation. "I'm a strong woman now," she told MTV News. "I fought so that my child can have the best." Fantasia Barrino became a best-selling author with her autobiography. After finding fame on American Idol in 2004, Fantasia Barrino used her platform to share her incredible journey by writing an autobiography. Published in 2005, Life is Not a Fairy Tale quickly became a bestseller, earning Barrino widespread acclaim as an author. Her book detailed her struggles and triumphs, resonating deeply with readers. The success of her autobiography led to an even bigger achievement in 2006, when the Fantasia Barrino story, Life is Not a Fairy Tale, was adapted into a film. Barrino took on the role of portraying herself, showcasing her acting skills and bringing her personal story to the screen. The film was a significant hit, drawing 19 million viewers and earning a nomination for Outstanding Television Movie, Miniseries, or Dramatic Special at the 2007 NAACP Image Awards. Barrino also received a nomination for Outstanding Actress in a Television Movie, Miniseries, or Dramatic Special. Starring in the film was no easy feat for Barrino. Not only was it her first acting role, but it also required her to revisit and portray some of the most painful experiences of her life. "It's definitely harder than it looks," she admitted to the Washington Post. Fantasia Barrino identified with her character in The Color Purple. After her breakout role in The Fantasia Barrino Story, Life is Not a Fairy Tale, Fantasia Barrino's career began to flourish in unexpected ways. Prior to this, she had only made a few small guest appearances. However, her performance in the film opened up new opportunities, propelling her from a struggling single mother to a multifaceted star, recording artist, best-selling author, actress, and even Broadway performer. In 2007, Barrino made history by becoming the first American Idol winner to star on Broadway, taking on the iconic role of Celie in the musical adaptation of Alice Walker's novel, The Color Purple. The role was a significant milestone for Barrino, both professionally and personally. Celie's journey, marked by abuse, family separation, and domestic violence, paralleled many of Barrino's own life experiences, adding depth and authenticity to her portrayal. For Barrino, playing Celie was more than just a performance. It was a transformative experience. As she shared with NPR, stepping into Celie's shoes was a profound and emotionally demanding process. "When I put my outfit on, I'm no longer Fantasia," she explained. "I am Celie. I am that woman when I'm on that stage and people are being touched." Starred on a reality show to clear out the rumors. In 2010, Fantasia Barrino took on a new reality show that was quite different from her earlier stint on American Idol. By then, Barrino had been balancing her music career with personal challenges for several years and was facing a lot of negative press, including rumors about her home being foreclosed. To address these rumors, Barrino clarified to the Associated Press that she wasn't dealing with financial problems, but had lost her fortune due to trusting the wrong people. This led to her house being auctioned off, not foreclosed. Despite these setbacks, Barrino was determined to turn her life around. To set the record straight and showcase her true self, she decided to star in her own reality series, VH1's Fantasia for Real. She told the Futon critic that she wanted the show to dispel the rumors and give people an honest look at her life, explaining why certain events had unfolded the way they did. Struggled with depression after finding fame. In the same year she launched her reality show, Fantasia Barrino faced a profound crisis. The relentless pressures of fame, compounded by accusations of an affair with a married man, led her to a breaking point. In August 2010, Barrino overdosed on sleeping pills and aspirin. Reflecting on the incident, she told Good Morning America that it stemmed from 6 years of everything, of me holding all that stuff on the inside and not letting it out. She admitted she was very, very tired. Years later, Barrino described that period as her greatest regret. During a 2019 appearance on The Real, she clarified that she wasn't trying to end her life, but simply wanted to escape the overwhelming noise. I would change that, she confessed, expressing a desire to redo that part of her life if given the chance. Fantasia Barrino turned her life around by marrying herself. Fantasia Barrino's darkest moments took a turn toward healing when she made a profound commitment to herself. In 2017, during an appearance on Harry Connick Jr.'s talk show, Harry, Barrino shared a unique and symbolic gesture she undertook, marrying herself. This decision, she admitted, might sound crazy, but it held deep significance for her. Barrino explained that she realized she needed to reconnect with and love herself before she could fully embrace true love from others. I felt like before true love could come, I needed to learn how to love myself again, she said. Barrino's journey was not just about self-love, but also about breaking free from the patterns that had held her back. She reflected on how she had been neglecting her own needs while focusing too much on others. This realization prompted her to take steps to nurture her well-being. Her Christian faith played a crucial role in her recovery. Barrino also took a more practical approach to resetting her life by fasting from habits that no longer served her. I made up my mind to fast from all the things I used to do, she noted. This is why Fantasia Barrino's marriage to her husband proved to be controversial. In 2015, Fantasia Barrino took a significant step in her personal life by getting married again, this time to Kendall Taylor. Their whirlwind romance was notable because Barrino and Taylor had only known each other for 3 weeks before tying the knot. Barrino was drawn to Taylor's transformation from a former felon to a successful entrepreneur, which she found incredibly inspiring. However, the couple's relationship faced public scrutiny, especially after Barrino made some controversial remarks about marital roles during an appearance on The Breakfast Club. She expressed her belief that women should submit to their husbands, suggesting that women should stop trying to lead and instead allow their men to take charge. Barrino argued that while men and women can be equal, in a heterosexual relationship, the man should be the king and the woman the queen. These comments sparked a significant backlash, with many criticizing her views on gender roles. In response, Barrino and Taylor addressed the controversy on Instagram. In a video, Taylor described submission as a beautiful song and dance between two lovers, framing it as a gift rather than a form of oppression. Fantasia Barrino refused to let fame change her. Despite the fame, fortune, and accolades that have come her way over the years, Fantasia Barrino has remained steadfast in staying true to herself. From the very beginning, right after winning American Idol, she made a promise to herself and her fans. "I'm still not gonna change," she told MTV News. "All I have now is a story to tell, which I will through my music." Barrino's journey to success hasn't made her forget where she came from. In a 2019 interview on The Tammy Mack Show, she emphasized her commitment to staying grounded. "I'm regular," she said. "I don't like the whole celebrity thing." Unlike some celebrities who might have personal assistants for every task, Barrino handles her daily responsibilities herself. She still drives herself around, does her own grocery shopping, and cooks her own meals. "I'm from North Carolina. My grandma and my mama taught me how to cook," she explained. This down-to-earth approach is a stark contrast to the extravagant lifestyles of some other celebrities like Oprah. This is why Fantasia Barrino left her record label. In 2019, Fantasia Barrino made a bold move in her music career by stepping away from major record labels and embracing independence. After spending several years with RCA Records, Barrino chose to release her album, Sketchbook, through her own label, Rock Soul. "It's all me," she declared, emphasizing her desire to have full control over her music. This decision to go independent wasn't just about control. It was a long-held aspiration for Barrino. The album marked a fresh start, with Barrino describing it as starting over from scratch, going back to ground zero. Her transition came after years of challenging experiences with record executives, who often imposed their own visions on her work. "It was a fight when I was with a label," Barrino shared with the Houston Chronicle, revealing that she frequently had to compromise her artistic vision. With Sketchbook, Barrino seized the opportunity to showcase her versatility as an artist. The album explored various genres, reflecting her dynamic range and refusing to be confined to a single style. "I don't want people to stick me in a box," she explained, gave up constant touring to focus on her family. In 2019, 15 years after Fantasia Barrino's life changed dramatically with her American Idol victory, she made a significant decision to cut back on touring. While she remained committed to her music, Barrino expressed her frustration with how her career constantly took her away from home and her loved ones. "I can't continue to perform every night," she told The Real, explaining her need for a break from the demanding schedule. Barrino emphasized her desire to spend more quality time with her daughter, Zion, and her son, Dallas. "I don't want to miss anything," she said. "When you're on tour, it's just too much." Despite the challenges she's faced, Barrino's dedication to her family has been a steadfast part of her life. On the Yes Girl podcast, she revealed her active involvement in her children's lives, including volunteering at Dallas's school and joining him on field trips. "I don't want my kids to ever grow up and say, 'My mom was never there for this or that,'" she shared. Wants to do more acting in the future. So what's next for Fantasia Barrino, who has built quite a successful career and amassed considerable wealth? Beyond focusing on her family and continuing her music, she's eager to dive deeper into acting. With a few impressive stage roles already under her belt, like her portrayal of Celie in The Color Purple and her time in After Midnight, Barrino is excited about expanding her acting portfolio. Her on-screen experience includes playing herself in Life is Not a Fairy Tale, The Fantasia Barrino Story, guest appearances on American Dreams and The Simpsons, and a role in Soul Kitten Cabaret. In a 2019 interview with CNN, Barrino hinted at a new acting project in the works, though she kept the details under wraps. With her reduced touring schedule, she now has the opportunity to explore her acting passion more fully. It's clear that Barrino has the talent and drive to succeed in the world of film and television, and we can look forward to seeing what she takes on next. Fantasia has been open about financial struggles for artists. Fantasia Barrino appears to be thriving now, but she hasn't forgotten the challenges she's faced and has been candid about them. She's also highlighted that financial struggles aren't uncommon among artists, despite their public personas. "A lot of artists you see, they look like they have it all," she shared with Tammy Mack on Radio Free KJLH in 2019. "We smile and put on a great show, but in reality, many are struggling and don't have it." During the same conversation, Barrino spoke about the support she received during her toughest times from filmmaker Tyler Perry. "He would call and check up on me," she recalled. "When I lost everything, he came through and blessed me. I'm truly grateful to him for that." She wrote a book with her husband. In 2022, Fantasia Barrino took on a new project with No Crowns in the Castle, Building a Strong Relationship and a Harmonious Life, a relationship guide she co-authored with her husband, Kendall Taylor. The book offers a no-nonsense approach to relationship advice, covering topics like mutual submission, conflict resolution, clear communication, maintaining romance, navigating blended families, and managing relationships when healthy models aren't available. According to its Amazon description, the book provides practical insights drawn from the couple's own experiences. Despite some controversy surrounding Barrino's earlier comments on submission in relationships, the book has been well received, boasting a 4.9-star rating on Amazon and a 4.58-star rating on Goodreads. It delves into their own whirlwind romance and the obstacles they've overcome, including the early birth of their daughter. In addition to the book, Barrino and Taylor narrated the audiobook version, choosing to keep it as authentic as possible. "It's so honest that during the audiobook we didn't take out the crying," Barrino told ET. "And we were asked if we wanted to. I said, no, so what? You can hear me crying and sniffling. Shouldn't it be that way?" She continued her role from Broadway onto the big screen. In 2022, Fantasia Barrino stepped back into the role of Celie for the film adaptation of the beloved musical The Color Purple, scheduled for release in 2023. This new adaptation is a high-profile project with Oprah Winfrey, Scott Sanders, Steven Spielberg, and Quincy Jones all involved in its production. Oprah Winfrey even hinted to Vanity Fair that this version of The Color Purple would offer a fresh take, saying, "This ain't your mama's color purple." Returning to such an iconic role after more than a decade was a formidable challenge for Barrino. Initially, she was hesitant about reprising her role, almost turning down the opportunity. However, director Scott Sanders was adamant that she was the perfect fit, which eventually persuaded her to accept. "I'm glad that I didn't allow that door to close," Barrino shared with ET Online. "I talked it over with my whole entire family and everybody kept saying, 'I think you should do it.'" The film's production presented unique challenges not encountered in the Broadway run. Barrino found the experience emotionally intense, particularly because some of the filming locations were steeped in historical significance. "Some of the places that we are filming have been heavy, because literally we have slave homes that have been there for years behind us," Barrino explained. "We can feel our ancestors. So, it's heavy, but it also reminds us that they paved the way for us. It also reminds us how far, to be an all-black cast, we want to push the heavens for our ancestors and for our generation today." Fantasia Barrino became an honorary sorority member. In 2022, Fantasia Barrino had an eventful year that showcased her diverse talents and passions. Alongside publishing her book and working on the film adaptation of The Color Purple, Barrino also achieved a significant personal milestone. She became an honorary member of Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority, Inc. Although she didn't reside in a campus sorority house, Barrino's initiation into Sigma Gamma Rho was a proud moment for her. The sorority shared their excitement on Instagram, welcoming Barrino into their sisterhood with enthusiasm. Barrino reciprocated the affection, posting a heartfelt video of her initiation and expressing her joy in joining the sorority, writing, "I love my sisters," in another post. Founded in 1922, Sigma Gamma Rho's vision is to empower women and their families, helping them reach their full potential and create limitless opportunities for future generations. Barrino's membership aligns with the sorority's mission to foster growth and opportunity, reflecting her own commitment to personal and professional development. Fantasia Barrino's journey is one of resilience, transformation, and unapologetic authenticity. From her humble beginnings to becoming a powerhouse in music, acting, and even literature, she's proven time and again that she's unafraid to evolve and embrace new chapters. What do you think of Fantasia's incredible transformation over the years? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more content on Fantasia Barrino's remarkable journey and the impact she's making in entertainment and beyond.